Assalamu alaikum students. Today's topic is place of poetry in English literature. The objectives of this lecture are to enable students to develop an understanding about genre of poetry, get an understanding about different type of poetry. There are different subject matter of the poem when certain authors wrote their poems, like there are love poems, there are political poems, there are metaphysical poems, there are confessional poems, there are elegy, there is epithalamium, there is proverb, there is found poem, there is pun, there is epigram, are different in their subject. Like love poem, that is easy to understand, political poem, metaphysical poem, confessional poems, like elegy poem that reflects on death, are Solomon themes. These are called as elegy. The other subject matter of the poem is epithalamion poem that praises a wedding. So on the wedding ceremonies, or if a poem praises a certain wedding, then that type of poem or the subject matter of that poem is epithalamion. Like the fourth one is proverb, a poem that imparts wisdom, learning, and aid memory. And next one is the found poem, poem that are discovered in everyday life. Another type is pun, wordplay, humor, or cleverness. And the last one is epigram. So short, witty, concise saying can be sarcastic or parodic about a person or an idea. Swans sing before they die. To hear no bad things should certain people die before they sing. So simply a short, witty, concise saying is epigram type of poems. Now, how do we read a poem? So to read a poem, look for punctuations in the poem telling you where sentence being and end. So punctuations have great importance in reading a poem, where you have to stress, where you have to stop, where you have to read it out. So look for punctuations in the poem telling you where sentence being and end. So do not make a full stop at the end of a line if there is no period, comma, colon, semicolon, or dash there. If a passage of a poem is difficult to understand, look for the subject, verb, and complement of each sentence. Be alert for comparisons, for figures of speech. Read the poem slowly and out loud to help hear the musicality of the poem. Be patient, for poems can be ambiguous or confusing. So talk about it with others who have read it when possible. So read the poem several times. Do outside research also. So these are some of the key points that you have to keep in mind while reading a poem. अजीज तलबा, उम्मीद है कि इस टॉपिक के अंदर कवर किए गए तमाम सवालात के बारे में आपको समझ आ गई होगी। अब नए सेशन में नए टॉपिक के साथ दोबारा से मुलाकात होगी। तब तक के लिए मेरी तरफ से अल्लाह हाफिज़। अल्लाह आप तमाम का हामी और नासर हो।